Hi, my name's Yvonne and I'm a UK Stampin' Up demonstrator, and welcome to my channel. So today is Stamp Around UK video hop for April, and we are going with the theme of scraps. So I've got a retirement card to make, so I'm just going to show you what scraps I'm using and how I'm using them. So the first thing I've done, I've sort of like half prepared it. So I've taken 3 different papers, cut them into inch strips, and then simply just cut them on an angle. So this will be these will be 6 inches long, and as I say, with the inch, I don't know whether that's that one or not, but with the inch together, that's how they were cut, and then I just cut them on the angle. So now I'm just putting them on the card in any sort of order. The card base I'm using is AliExpresso, and because this is a retirement card for a gentleman, then I think the colours are really apt. On the other side, I don't know whether you can see, the other side of the paper is sort of like a flowery paper, but I'm just using the reverse side. I found from a packet, if I can find the packet, not that. So this is wishing you all the best, and from the saying something ephemera pack in English. So there's lots of different sayings on there, and I've got a box that's already open, so I found this wishing you all the best. Now I've also got a little box here. It's like a photo box, and I keep in any scraps of any card. So I've got one for each of the colours. So if I've got a project that I'm going to be doing and I've got specific papers, then I'll find out the colours of those papers, and then I'll pick out my scraps and see if, what I can use. So this is another scrappy idea. I've already stamped some books, and this is from For the Books stamp set. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put the papers down, and then I'll just trim off the edges, and then we can look at colouring the books and putting it together. Right, let's get started. I need some glue, and hopefully that is a glue that's sticking off. So I'm simply just sticking down these bits, not in any particular order. I'm just going to see what goes, and then work from there. I love using scraps because you always seem to have too many, and using them up is great fun. Let me just literally just popping them down. I say they don't have to be straight, it's how you want the effect to be. There's no right or wrong way of doing this, and you just need to play about. Now what I was hoping to do was actually use the same paper for another card, but I might not be able to do that because I've got a couple of scraps left over. and I was thinking I was going to use them, but I may put these in the inside of the card, I don't know, because that's another way you can use your scraps, is using your scraps of designer series paper and putting them on the inside of the card, just as a little accent, which I may probably do. I didn't think about that when I started. So if you have a look in the see more button, you will see all the other demonstrators who have joined this particular video hop and showing their ways to use up their scraps. So please do have a look, and then if it put some comments, that would be great, because we do like to see your comments, and I do respond to comments. And then we just got one more to do. That'll do there. I've got a little bit of glue on the card, but it's fine because it's clear glue, so it'll be fine. And then just that one there. There we go. Let's move that out of the way. And then just need to unstick the bits that are stuck to the paper. And then, what's my thing? Just need to snip off the excess. And there you go. You've got a nice background for your card using your scraps. And then the next part of this card, as I say, I've already used my scrap white to stamp some books on. So now I'm just going to colour them in. There's no fancy colouring, it's just, I'm just colouring them in. Just to make them a little bit more interesting. I could do some shading. What I might do for the actual pages, I may just get a pencil and cover them in grey. That'll be fine. And we'll go on to the next colour. So I've used light cherry cobbler. I'm using old olive. Just covered that one in old olive. Just that one. And then I've got blue. Let's do the blue at the bottom. And this is Night of Navy Light. And we'll do that one. So this weekend the clocks went forward, so it's a lot lighter in the evening now for me, but I am recording this a little bit later, so it's actually dark outside. But It's nice to see daylight, especially when I'm coming home from work, because it can get quite dull in the evenings. Right, I just need another colour. Yeah, we'll just do this one, I think. This is shaded spruce. Okay. As I say, there's no fancy colouring at all. I am just making these books colourful. Right, I will cut these out and then we can position them on the card and we should be able to get the card finished. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a stamp saying happy retirement. I probably have got one somewhere, but trying to find it, because I sent all my stamp sets upstairs in the loft that before Christmas, just so I could have all my Christmas stamp sets downstairs, and I've not rearranged it, so I'm literally just pussy cutting, being too precise. There we go. There we go. So put that one there, put that one there, put my sentiment in the middle, and then I'll look at decorating the inside of the card as well with the scraps. What you can do also is decorate your envelope. So either decorating the I'm trying to find, there's an envelope. I can't find an envelope. We'll find an envelope. I bought some new envelopes, I've not opened them. I normally keep my envelopes in a little box at the side, so I've always got access to them. So what you can do with your scraps is use them to decorate the flap of your envelope. So just use that as your template, and then you can stick it on there and make your envelope pretty, which I think is a really nice idea. Possibly if you're hand delivering rather than sending in the post, it all depends, because you never know if it'll rip off or not. But as I say, there's always ways to use your scraps. And another thing I've done in the past with my scraps, if I can find something. So what I used to do, this is from a long time ago. So this is Twinkle Twinkle DSP, quite a long time ago. And I used to make little booklets of the papers, just for a little guide. And then I'd put the actual colours, the card colours on the back as well to tell me what it relates to. And then I'd got what page it was on, the paper number and the card number and everything. So yeah, that's another way you can use your scraps and help you or get organised when you're so you can actually see the colours that go with your card. So that's just another little tip on using your scraps. Right, so let's look at, I think we'll put these on 3D foam. Just want the back will be fine. Let's put that there. Yeah, I've got it the right way. I was panicking then to make sure I got it the right way. Not be the first time I put the thing on the wrong thing. Unfortunately, I'm not stuck that down. So just be a bit mindful at the edges, that you make sure you stick them down. I've probably not got the glue in the right place on that one, but we can fix it. Right, so now we've got wishing you all the best. Now I may use I might use another card colour. I don't know. I just feel it needs a little bit more, a little bit of background. No, the red doesn't work. Pink might. This is where you start playing and deciding what little bits of card you can go at the back. So smoky slate, no. Maybe misty moonlight. Night of navy. I could go with. I might go with that one. So we've got pecan pie. Let's see what scraps we've got in here. Quite like that. Might do a bit of stitch detail on it. Let's do a bit of black stitch detail, I think, just to make it, give it a bit of interest. Quite like that. So I think I might put that down flat. And then, now I know that's going to play with people's minds, the fact that it doesn't look straight, but that is straight on there. It's just the lines behind it that don't look straight. I did quite well to get that straight first time round. I'm impressed. Right. And we'll just put these up on 3D foam again. Wishing you all the best. And then let's finish off with the last scrap. Oops. Open up. Maybe put it at the bottom, I think. Yeah, I think I will. I'll put that at the bottom. And there we go. So there we go, that is my card using scraps. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I say please like and subscribe, and have a look at all the other demonstrators that have joined this video hop this month for this theme of using your scraps. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.